Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets.
Welcome to Peace on the Streets radio show with your host, Prince of the South.
And your girl, Mimi.
What it do, Mimi?
How you doing?
It's doing well on this this cold Wednesday.
It is cold.
In Orlando, Florida.
It came out of nowhere.
I'm telling you, we got a cold freeze.
Yeah.
I mean, you should see my ankles. They good and white. Thanks, Orlando, for tuning in to Peace on the Streets radio show. And we want to thank the Dream Team, WOKB, for allowing us to do what we do right here on Peace on the Streets radio show. And our team, Peace on the Streets team, we appreciate you all. Hey, you're nothing without your team.
Nothing.
You have to have a team.
Absolutely.
And so we thank our team. They did the traveling with us. We did some traveling this week. I mean, Monday.
In Sebring, Florida.
Yeah.
I've never been there before.
That was my first time, too.
It's beautiful.
Yes, it is. I have a friend that he grew up not too far from there. Frostproof. That's what he said. And I never could understand what he would say because he country. And I was like, what did you say? So when I read, it said frostproof.
Frost?
Frost.
F-R-O-S-T?
Yes, proof.
Frostproof?
That's where he lived from. Yeah, one police officer. Yeah, and one red light.
It's very quiet and
very
reserved.
A lot of retaillees are there.
I see.
And we want to give a shout out to Ellison.
Yes. Alan Ellison.
Yeah, the whole crew came down. I mean, we did it big.
District 17.
Yeah.
One of the largest districts in Florida. And third largest in the United States.
Right, really?
Yes.
Wow.
That's per Mr. Allen. And I believe it. And he has a lot, on his plate, and he's still so humble.
He's so cool,
grounded.
Yeah,
and speaks
you
to
see him
everyone.
dancing with his daughter.
Did you see that?
That was beautiful.
The team is in the building.
Yeah,
and the team is gonna release their feedback from their experience Monday at the inaugural correspondent dinner with Mr. Alan Ellison. We have hit so many key points at this event. I'm so honored to be a part of it.
Yes, I am.
A part of this movement.
We had a great time.
Oh, man.
I'm still rubbing being. Do you know I went and got me a doctor? I had to go to the doctor. All that dancing.
No way.
Yes. Seriously, I was laid up in the doctor, man. I was showing. I had a good time, man. That Crown Royal kicked in. And, man, I was.
We met so many incredible people. We met the ex-governor of Chicago.
Yeah.
We also met a lot of women that are in charge right now of different districts.
Mm-hmm. Power to the women.
Oh, they're killing it
they
right
was
now.
doing the thing.
Strong women.
Yes. It was great.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Yes.
And an easy ride, too.
Very smooth.
Orlando, we got a lot of traffic. In case you guys don't know, Orlando, going up toward Polk County is full of traffic. And so we do have Miss Angela, World International. She'll be on tonight, right?
Yes, it's Miss Angela, CEO of International World, and also Miss Latina International. She's going to give us a lot of updates and new gleaming updates that has been released for Miss International World.
Yeah.
There's several titles under this organization, about 9, if I'm not mistaken. 9 separate titles.
Shut your mouth.
All legit and registered in the United States. So these women are crowned winners.
What?
Legitly. Yeah.
Back then, I'm just saying, old country women used to say, when they say shut your mouth, that don't mean stop talking.
No, I know.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Oh, no, I get that.
Okay.
I've been here a long time. I understand.
Really? Yeah. So
I never had Southern food before until I moved to Florida.
What?
Never had soul food.
I had never had oxtails.
Wow.
I had never had in Memphis. I'm from Memphis. We barbecue everything. We barbecue pigeons.
No.
The chicken breast of a pigeon is a beautiful thing.
But aren't they the most diseased?
Now, when you put it on that grease and throw some hot pepper and some hot sauce on it, honey, and you stand about a pigeon.
Pigeon.
Yes.
Pigeon is what we call it.
Pigeon, yeah. They put some hot sauce on that pigeon, and man, what?
This is in Memphis or just
Memphis? Yes. I'm just saying. Sometimes you run out of food, and the pigeons look nice.
I never thought of a pigeon. But.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna cook you a pigeon breast one day. It tastes like
I eat anything. So.
It tastes like chicken.
And if it's meat, I'm down.
That's the thing about us. I mean, they said
everything.
It tastes like chicken. If you want to get somebody to eat something, you tell them it tastes like chicken.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, that chicken go a long way. What else we got? We got to sit down.
Yes.
I love to sit down.
Me too.
Well, we're able to talk about topics of today that's going on in the world today.
Right.
Do you know the police has the right now to shoot first and ask questions later? They have passed that law.
That's a law?
Yes, shoot first. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. We got a lot to talk about. Yes, shoot first.
So us as civilians, can we shoot first, ask questions later?
Are you high?
How is that not fair if we're allowed to carry weapons in this state?
Yeah.
Why can they and not us?
That's a lot. That's on the sit down. Y'all call in. Let us know how you feel. 847-894-1680. In the sports news, this young girl that's coming up, her name is Coco. She's 15 years old. She just whooped up on Venus
She's
again.
from Dr. Phillips.
Is
She's
she?
here in Orlando.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I know she trains out here, so great. Good to hear.
Yeah.
Orlando's on the map.
Hey, and then we have the Pro Bowl this weekend.
This weekend, yep.
Yes, I know. I found out Slap the Apple Memphis Style Barbecue will be down there. What is
Nice.
Pro Bowl?
Awesome.
Yeah, but you got to get a spot 3:00 in the morning.
So big shout out to Orlando Phantoms, by the way, because
Yeah.
they won this weekend.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Yeah,
They
big
won
head
again?
Coach Torres was
Another
man.
trophy, yes.
Yeah.
So one day we're gonna be there when they win.
But we
and
were so
celebrate.
busy this weekend because
It's
you did
too
the Martin
hard.
Luther King. God bless you, Mimi. I heard you walked 10 miles.
What is it? Was it 10 miles?
It was 10. They told me it was 10 miles.
wow.
And you know my hips and everything. I wouldn't be able to do it.
10
man.
miles each city, or I was on a 2-city parade.
What?
MLK parade with WOKB. So big shout out to them because it was such an honor and a blessing. We did the march downtown Orlando in Eatonville.
Yeah.
Amazing experience.
Yeah,
I
it
met
is.
so many individuals.
I
Everybody
saw
was
you down there,
excited.
girl. You were down there doing the
On the
most,
microphone,
man.
on the road,
You-
yes.
Yeah, you was doing the most.
Let me just say, WOKB has such a strong fan base. Before I even got on the ground, they seen the van and they're like, WOKB, oh,
Yeah.
Legitly, everyone, because they've been around for over 30 years. And not to mention, I met 94.5, I met other
Nice.
radio stations and their DJ personalities.
Okay.
It was a blessing. They all
Yes.
have been in the game for 25 years plus.
Right.
I'm the new guy in there.
Hey.
And how much love they show
Uh-huh.
is amazing.
Hey, and so that let us know we with a strong organization,
Absolutely.
that's already
Strong
rooted.
and respected.
And they rooted in Orlando because
Yes.
people said that, hey, man, back in the day, WOKB was, that was it. That
Yes.
was a station to tune to,
Yep.
so, but we getting it back that way,
Oh,
hey, man.
it's it now?
Yeah, we here. Peace on the streets. You guys, and what else we got? We got Mike Pence. He talking crazy. He said Trump is compared to Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just talking good and crazy. They be smoking.
Pence said it?
Yes.
Yeah, Pence is a problem.
Yeah, well, he smokes a lot of weed. Yeah, they say he loved the, they call it endo.
Well, why is he so reckless with the mouth, man? If he smokes the weed, that's just
Sometimes that good endo have you talking crazy.
doesn't it kind of keep you calm and settled?
I thought so, but he must be really with that.
But he got banned from Florida a couple of times for coming out here, like UCF and
Yeah.
a couple of the arenas.
They booed him.
Yeah, they tried to ban him, but the fundings apparently is over voice.
Yeah. And what is it? Kansas City is playing San Francisco in the Super Bowl.
Is it
Yeah, that's what it went down.
San Francisco, huh?
And San
Man,
Francisco has the defense,
Kansas City,
and
came out of
Kansas City
nowhere.
has the offense.
I hope they make it.
Well, not really. Kansas City barely lost to the team that you love to hate. The team you love to hate.
Oh, Patriots.
Thank you.
Did they?
They barely won last year, but the
It was
Patriots
underdog
did get.
season this year.
Yeah, it was,
just
but
saying.
yeah, because Baltimore got knocked out.
And because of the Patriots, like everybody had a chance after them.
Yeah.
Dallas, everybody had a chance after
No, are you high? There you go. Don't slip that down. You all didn't even make the Y'all didn't even make the
We
playoffs.
did it, not this
But
year.
hey, what about them Cowboys? They said,
Anything about my team?
what's your team, Danielle? The Cowboys. And you know what? I learned that why do people hate on the Cowboys?
I don't know. They're America's team.
No,
I don't
they're
understand why
not.
They are America's team.
Hold on. They haven't won since.
It doesn't matter. They're still America's team.
Okay, really?
Yes, that's
Not
their
the
title.
Patriots are not it.
Absolutely not. That's not their title.
Okay.
Just like
all Cowboy fans is delusional.
No, it's
All of y'all.
who doesn't
are
know
delusional.
that it's America's team? That's what they're called. Dallas Cowboy is America's team.
I've heard them call a lot of other names, but I can't say it on radio. But so
Only by Prince.
I have a lot of names
haters.
that been called. Really?
Why does everybody hate on Dallas so much, guys?
But you know,
I feel like
You know why? I'll tell you why. Because the
Okay.
fans are so strong, you guys get sick of it, and we
What
never
about the
leave.
Patriots?
And we don't jump on the bandwagon with the Patriots. You know how many bandwagon people there are that jumped on their bandwagon when they were winning?
you know
No
what?
one said nothing about
Guess
the Patriots
what?
in
You
years.
know how many Cowboy fans had jumped
Same
on
thing with
Baltimore,
Steelers.
Baltimore fans?
I have heard not one Dallas Cowboy jump over there.
I can show you a lot
Not
of
one.
them.
I haven't heard of one fan.
Yeah, but Mimi, you don't even have time to check everything out.
What? Of
You
course.
don't. You always busy.
That doesn't mean I don't talk to people and see what's going on.
When you talking to Dallas Cowboy fans, of course they're going to. He had something to say. Josh, what you were saying, Josh?
about the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
I like Zeke and I like Dak. I just think they're overpaid, and so it makes them lazy. Like they have
Interesting.
everything in place, but
Yeah.
for some reason they go 7-6.
Yeah,
So,
it's
like,
crazy.
It
They
just
got
doesn't
a
make
great.
sense at
They.
all.
I'm gonna tell you what happened to Dallas. They stopped the quarterback from running. And that shut them down. They stopped the quarterback from running. When you stop the quarterback from running, it limits your offense. Now you have a running quarterback. Now you're not predictable. We don't
Yeah,
know what you're gonna
I
do.
get that.
You know, so that's what happened with the Cowboys.
Yeah, I get that. I agree.
Y'all keep it locked right here. The Peace on the Streets Radio Show. Call us in and let us know your favorite team. And we got a full show tonight. We have Ellison. He's be coming up next, and we got some more love songs. By now, you guys should be done lit your candles, got close to your girl. That's real Southern right there, girl. And you got your Timberland boots on with your white socks and 7 jerseys and your 3 or 4 do rags on, baby. Let's get it.
Do-rags are old school, man.
What y'all do? What they do now?
Nothing.
Man?
Just wear a hat.
That's what I had. No, I just seen my guy from I was in Kissimmee.
But if he's 40 plus, they're not gonna change their
they ain't gonna
ways.
change it.
No,
I seen it, but now's the time to wear them Timberlands.
absolutely.
Yes, we won't find your butt fell out in this hot heat. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk a little bit. You know how I feel about it, Mimi. But Mimi said she think it's cute for the dudes from New York to still wear Timberland boots in the summertime.
No, that's my culture. I'm born and raised there. Of course, I'm gonna like it.
Yeah.
I used to wear it all
In
the
the
time.
summertime?
Not in the summer. I think you exaggerate.
No, I don't.
no.
I'm gonna take pictures of somebody.
Listen, the summer is not like 100 degrees as it is in New York.
Really?
Our summer's like 70s, 80s.
Shut
and then
up.
it gets closer in the hot summer. It'll hit like 90 in 1 month.
So we had this discussion today, me and my crew. So in New York, in the city, it doesn't really get that hot because we thought it got super hot because of the buildings.
I mean, yes, it
and shit.
can. Don't get it twisted. It gets really hot on a month out of the year.
Really?
Extremely hot. in the
Because
city.
you're all around all that ocean, all the water.
I'm from Long Island, so yeah, it's a little bit more cooler, but the city is.
It is,
Yeah.
okay. So you all do get the breeze.
Yes.
Okay, so you all don't get a lot of death in the summertime.
The city doesn't, but Long Island does. I do.
Okay.
That's where I'm from.
Oh, hey, you answered the question. I hope you're listening. We got someone calling in. Peace on the Streets Radio Show. Production team is saying do something. All right, Peace on the Streets, you guys. I got to get a song in. Thank you all for being a part of Peace on the Street. Let's rock it. We're gonna hook up with Joe. I want to know. Right here on Peace on the Streets.
Me too.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I want to groove with you.
Welcome back to Peace on the Streets Radio Show. And that was the Isley Brothers. I want to groove with you. Right here on Peace on the Streets. What you know about that? I'm telling you, that's old school to its finest.
It is.
We have Mr. Allen out. Let's see if he on. Let's see if he on. Good
Mr.
evening. Good
Allen
evening. Allen,
Ellison.
are you? Mr. Allen, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you doing?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Alan Ellison. District 17 on the line right now. And if you guys don't know, we were at his inaugural correspondent dinner. That was in Sebring, Florida, with the whole Peace on the Streets team. They're here right now. As a matter of fact, Mr. Alan Ellison. And if I may, they want to give you a little bit of feedback real quick on their experience on this dinner. Go ahead, Josh.
How you doing, Mr. Allen? You remember me? This is Mr. Blue Suit with the shades on.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
you doing
yeah.
all right, sir?
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, sir. I just want to say I had a good time, man. And I saw you out there marching for women's rights and supporting them the next
Oh,
day.
yeah.
So you grinding. I see you out there working it. Just
Oh,
wanna say
yeah,
I'm
got
proud of
you.
you, man. I hope you win.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yes,
I
sir.
think I will.
Yes, sir. I'm sure you will.
No, I have the two shy ones on the side, Danielle.
Well, I didn't get to talk to him, but it was fun, and he was really great upstage when he did the twerking thing and everything.
So he got a little loose.
Yeah, it was great. It's fun.
Was this your first roast, guys, that you've been a part of
yeah,
ever?
I was glad they didn't roast me.
No, nice. And Max, how did you feel? How was that experience?
Yeah, it was a good time. It was really funny. A lot of the people were talking really funny jokes.
Great dinner.
Yes, the food was excellent,
Amazing.
phenomenal.
Yes.
That was the best chicken breast I ever had before in my
The
life.
sauce was insane. Yeah. So thank you so much for having us a part of your journey, and God willing, more to come. So please relate to everybody in Orlando exactly your platform and how can we help you?
Well, I'll tell you, people ask me that question all the time, and it's very simple. As an individual who is running to be a representative of the people, my platform is really about representing the interests of the people, and I just happen to have the largest congressional district in the state. It covers 9 counties. It used to cover 10 counties in 2016. They pulled one of the counties out, but it covers pretty much most of Central Florida. And in each county, there is a different themed issue. And so those issues are fighting red tide and blue-green algae in a couple of the counties, which is a natural occurrence, but it's being fueled by man-made sources, whether it's mining companies that are taking their runoff and pouring it into Florida's aquifer, which happens to be polluting some of our fresh drinking water and feeding the bacteria that grows in the red tide and the blue-green algae. So we want to make sure that those things are not taking place because they serve as irritants. Some of the wildlife is dying and people are having respiratory issues with that. I want to be able to make sure that we get rid of the corruption that's taking place in some of the counties. We have migrant workers that are being targeted. Individuals feel that they can just, commit crimes, home crimes, and home invasions have gone up because people feel like, migrant workers are not going to go to law enforcement because of the climate of what's going on with immigration reform in this country. There are people fighting with the idea that their disabilities could be lost because of congressional infighting and stuff like that. So there's so many different issues, and I just want to be the kind of representative that is representing the people and their interests and not self-interest. And I think too often times we have too many individuals in Congress that are looking out for self and not the people. So I want to be someone that the people is proud of and really be inspired by and want to do more and get involved. And so, there's various ways people can get involved with our campaign. We're always looking for motivated individuals that are like-minded, that want to be politically active, and so that can look like people working with the campaign on the digital team, social media team, helping out with videography, photography, content producers, writers, phone bankers, financial contributors. If it's just something as simple as licking envelopes and sending out mailers. I mean, there's all types of things, but more importantly, we just have to be able to reach as many people as we can inside of the 17th congressional district. So word of mouth, talking about the campaign, talking about the candidacy, letting people know that there is a candidate worth getting behind and worth voting for.
And we can definitely tell that you are for the people on how you conversate and how you are so relatable. You're so down to earth. You reach out to people, us individuals, just as you do. That's huge because that builds confidence in us for you. That knowing that you're going to take this road and really go with it and go by what you're saying. And that's so hard, and in politicians to find that. And as well, too, Mr. Allen, we are actually also we started working with Steve Davis. He's a PhD communications director and senior ecologist, and he works with the Everglades Foundation. So we've actually partnered with him. So we're also part of this mission as well to help with this, cleaning of the Everglades and some. So I would love to as well relate this over with you when we do see you next time. And introduce you to Steve Davis. He's amazing. So we're definitely part of this movement as well, like-minded individuals. Thank you so much for, believing in us as well. That just proves the show, how down to earth he is, guys. And how
like-minded individuals.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing. When you get with like-minded people that see the vision and willing to run with it. And it's amazing. So we do appreciate you, Miss Allen Ellison, and we appreciate you allowing us to be there. I had a marvelous time.
Did
boy.
you? You didn't stop dancing.
Yeah,
Man.
I have videos, Prince. I want you to know I'm blackmailing you.
Oh, my God.
And the franchise band?
Franchise band,
They
man.
killed it.
They're a live band, and, man, they are
I love
amazing.
Just talking to them is great.
Oh, yeah.
too.
I want to say I really do appreciate you all taking the time to drive all the way down to Sebring, Florida, to be a part of this inaugural correspondence dinner. The band, they were absolutely great. They were booked up until 2021, but they took time out of their busy schedule to come down
So
and
proud of them.
support what we're doing. And I know you guys were extremely busy, and you took time out to come out and support. And that's what it's going to take, because in the 17th district, the people have not had a representative that represents their interests in almost 20 years. And so
Wow.
70+% of the voter bloc has really not come out to vote. So it's going to take excitement. It's going to take events. It's going to take education, inspiration, and everything else to get these people out to vote, and not just in 17th district, but really across the country, because there are things that are going on right now in this country that we really need change on. And we need people to get off the sidelines and get involved, step up, run for offices, and more importantly, get to those polls, and let's make a change.
That's right. That's right, guys. How can we find you, Mr. Allen Ellison? I know we could Google you, but how can we find you, your website, or how can we get to you directly to look into you?
Yeah, so you can find me directly on any social media platform at Allen Ellison, and I pretty much manage my personal pages myself. The campaign manages the campaign pages, which are the Allen Ellison for Congress Facebook, as well as EllisonCongress.com, the website. And so my team, we're pretty much gelled, and if anybody needs to reach out to the campaign, it would be best to do it through the campaign team at campaign@EllisonForCongress.com. And that way, we can make sure that I'm not being inundated with the amounts of phone calls
Right.
and emails that I get, because I will overbook myself and screw some things up. But the team keeps me pretty much in check as far as, all the things that I'm doing. I'm doing as many as 5.
And Mr. Allen, we want to give a shout out to your team, man. Those two ladies that you have working with you, they are beasts. I mean, they do not. Those are the ones that we just see.
Well, yeah. I work directly with Aisha, so big, shout out to her.
Yes.
And also, I gotta give a shout out to Dr. Sydney. Dr. Sydney, and I hope I'm saying her last name right. Banye. She's awesome, and she's been following us and showing us so much support, as well as we're
They
supporting
love you,
her.
man. They love you,
Yeah.
Mr. Allen. I mean, we've met a lot of people that love and
They do.
support you.
Yes, they do.
Of all different races too. So that's amazing, brother, that you have crossed over and everybody likes you, man.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. It's his haircut. I seen his haircut. Man, where you get your haircut at, man? Man, you got a bad haircut. It's nice and tight. All the waves at the top. How often do you brush your hair, Mr. Allen? I mean, I'm just saying. I know you're a politician. You don't have time to be brushing. I mean, but man, I seen the way I got seasick. I'm just saying, man.
Briz, I'm glad that you look at things of that nature as well.
Well, I was raised with beauticians
Yes, you
and
was.
nurses.
Right.
I check
All
out
women.
hair. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
all women, 7 women, and so I check out hair and your feet, ladies. I'm just saying.
I understand.
We appreciate you, Mr. Allen Ellison.
He should have been. He should have been one of the roasters.
He should have. Don't sleep on Prince. He'll be great in the future, but it's got to be an open-minded crowd because he's definitely raw. Except on radio.
Yeah, I'd be good on radio, so.
So thank you so much, Mr. Alan Ellison. Again, God willing, more to come. Please stay tuned, guys, and check out our page. We're going to release all the footage, all photos that have been going on and what we captured at this inaugural correspondent dinner. Now, it was an amazing experience, guys. So if you want to be a part of our venture, reach out to us. Check out our page.
Yeah.
We have links. You also are invited. It was open to the crowd. You're invited.
Yes.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alan Ellison,
Yes.
District 17.
Hey! Hey, when you win, man, you got to invite us.
Don't forget about the little people.
Don't forget about it, brother. Yeah, ain't that funky, y'all? Hey, welcome back to Peace on the Streets. We can hold what you meet. All
night, Land.
Y'all, welcome back to Peace on the Streets. This is the second hour.
Yes.
And guess what? We have a special guest on tonight. And it is, let's see, can we get on? Let's see what's going on. Mrs. Angela, Mrs. International. How are you?
Oh my God, how you guys doing?
How
Miss
you
Angela. If you guys don't know, Miss Angela is the CEO of Miss International World, also Miss Latina International, and she is under the umbrella of like 9 titles that's under this organization, Miss Angela?
Yes, that is correct.
Impressive.
I call her Miss Pretty Legs. I mean, if y'all got to see Miss Angela, she got the legs of a 20-year-old. Watch it, a 20-year-old. I mean, hey, Pretty Legs, how you doing?
Yep. Chris says you knock him out. He gets it. So thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your journey. We were with her since last year, Miss Angela, and I had the honor to be on a cruise heading to the Bahamas. I got to interview all these women, as well as Tito Puente Jr., Lamont Easter, and so many more amazing individuals. It was like the best time of my life, and it was an honor. And now we're a part of this journey again, and we'll be heading to the Bahamas once again in the next few months. Overseas.
Exactly, and as a matter of fact, we've got, and it's a pleasure to have you with us. I mean, we've done some great things together, and we have, a matter of fact, we have some great updates coming up. And, every week something new is always transpiring, but it's good because it's, just building all the collateral and material that we need to really get this pageant cruise up and going.
Amazing.
So a couple of updates is, Mimi, I believe we are going to get you right into the Super Bowl.
Say it again, Miss Angela.
What? The Super Bowl?
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you why. I want to give a big shout out to my girl, Neza Marrera, our Miss International World Puerto Rico.
Yes, Puerto Rico. God bless everybody out there in the island right now.
Exactly, and I was contacted by a very good friend of mine who has a magazine and who does a lot in Miami Beach, and they're doing a big fundraiser for Puerto Rico, a fashion show. They connected it with the Super Bowl, and they've got Pitbull.
Oh, Miss Angela.
Stop.
Thank you for not forgetting about the little people. Please get us in there.
Mimi, I am going to have to send you that information tomorrow so then you can contact my girl Axel and get in there.
Wow.
Hey.
Amazing.
Super Bowl, here we come. Right. Don't forget about Prince now. Miss Angela.
Prince looks like a football player. I'll just walk with him and he'll get the autograph.
Don't forget about it, brother, Miss Angela.
I still get asked autographs for you. You know that?
Really?
We went out to the restaurant as a group. A waiter asked me for his autograph.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like,
and I'm a stunner and a front of. I stun in front of all night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Me and Nino will turn this plate. Excuse me. Go ahead. And Josh.
Miss Angela, that's beautiful news.
We're going to be knocking on Mimi's door and asking for her autograph.
Yes. Go ahead, Miss Angela. That's right. I want to have the personal code. Just come in. Hey, Miss Angela, I'm just
That's
saying.
it. I appreciate that. But I'm more about the movement. I want to make a change.
Come on.
And I want the whole entertainment field to feel the change and work like us.
Yeah, hard work.
Right. So that's one update, and then of course the Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line has a cruise going out next week, which me and a couple of girls are doing. That's an NFL Super Bowl cruise.
Wow.
They've got 4 former NFL players that have signed on, and they're going to be on the ship signing autographs. But not only that, we're going to be doing a live feed the day of the Super Bowl, and actually going from the ship to the field with that live field. So that's another great thing that we're going to be doing as far as the Super Bowl. And then today I had the most amazing meeting with Melina Almadova, because she is going to be doing the big Salsa Fest on April the 11th. Mimi, you've got to come down for that, because they're doing a big tribute to Tito's father. It's 20 years since Tito Puente Jr. Tito Puente himself has passed. It's going to also be all about Puerto Rico.
Wow.
And last year at Salsa Fest, we had over 10,000 people that attended. And we are going to see if Bahama Paradise Cruise Line will be the sponsor for the VIP area. So this way on the screen, we can start, and we'll be advertising the pageant cruise. And Mimi, I think you'll get, there's going to be a lot of celebrities and VIPs there. I think you'll get a lot of great interviews.
That's amazing. Where is this Salsa Fest at?
Salsa Fest is always in Hollywood, Florida.
Never knew that. Interesting. Salsa, that's where, salsa originated in Puerto Rico.
Really?
This is like this is the seventh year that they've been doing it, and every year it's getting bigger and bigger. In fact, last year you would have loved it. Puerto Rican Power. We had Tito and Melina. But Puerto Rican Power, they stole the shows. But Bobby Cruz is coming in this year. So
that's me. Right up my alley.
You like barbecue cruise?
I'm a Boricua, so I'm down. Absolutely, I'm there.
We are gearing up for a very, very, successful year leading up to the pageant. Because while I'm on the ship next week, I am definitely going to use that as, a promotional tool to start advertising the pageant. And of course, Mimi, I'll be doing interviews on board the ship, and I'll be doing videos, and of course, I'll be mentioning you and saying, "Stay tuned, because my girl Mimi will be here soon."
Aww.
And I will be in Nassau. I'll be at the Bahamar. So we'll have a lot of great content when I definitely get back.
Thank you, Miss Angela. This is amazing news. I'm so happy to hear this. Thank you so much again for allowing us to be a part of this journey. I can't wait. Prince, we're going to get in. And I would love to bring it to the Salsa Fest, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I would love to go there.
And if I play my cards right, Mimi, we may have another celebrity on February the 7th. I am doing a dance class with Max from Dancing with the Stars.
Nice.
Shut your mouth.
Yes.
Miss Angela, how can we roll with you? Miss Angela, you don't mess around.
We are rolling with Miss Angela.
I know we are. I just like to have a little fun, pull her toes, just live it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Also a big shout out I'd like to give to my gang at Transmedia. I had the distinct pleasure several months ago, back in July, of meeting Alfredo Versace, who happens to be the brother of Gianni Versace.
Wow.
And I'm getting a plug in his documentary, which is being shown Sunday night at the Sundance Film Festival.
Beautiful. Amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot of great content here, and this all builds up to the pageant, and this is what it's all about. Because when a lot of the girls that want to get involved, when they see this, this is something that's not easy to do. And Mimi, I think you'll understand that trying to get with celebrities or even get an interview is not always the easy task.
Right.
And lately we've been going down that road and getting involved, and I'm very grateful for that. And I'm very grateful to you and Peace on the Street, because people see this connection, and it's opening a lot of doors for both of us.
Yes, amen.
Yeah,
I love it. It's a beautiful thing.
Hey.
We already knew it. We know how well the organization is and how well developed it is, and how they work so well with the women. They really cater to them. They really build them. They make them so much stronger, and they're beasts in the game, all of them.
Right.
They carry themselves so well, and most of them have their own businesses.
They serious.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
And this starts from the age of, how young does it go, Miss Angela?
Well, our teen division actually starts 14.
14.
You go 14 to 17, and then we go 18 on up. And you're right. A lot of these women do have their own businesses. I mean, who started out in television. I mean, I've had girls that I had one girl that went on to become a heart surgeon, one that went on to become an anesthesiologist.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, these girls have really have done, some phenomenal things.
That's
I
right.
mean, some of them got married, and wanted to become stay-at-home moms, and nothing wrong with that either. They're enjoying their children, but I would have to say, for the most part, majority of these girls are really career women. I've had girls that have gone into Miss USA and Miss Universe.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
so I mean, they have really, they've taken it to the next level. I'm very proud of these girls.
Well, it's great that you give them a platform.
They did.
So I'm just saying, a lot of times people just
forever.
need a platform to start from, and you never know when you give a person a platform that you never know where they're going to take it.
Exactly.
So, hey, we thank you for giving those ladies a platform, and it's high standards because you don't mess around.
Nah, and that's what's a beautiful thing.
No. We definitely had a good platform. I mean, I have one girl that's working in Washington, D.C. that got involved with, on the political side. And, in fact, in 2016, she became the campaign manager for Bernie Sanders. So there's a lot of girls really, they see this, they use the title, they embrace it, and they further their careers.
Wow.
So I'm very proud of where these women have gone.
Yes.
So
how can we find you, Miss Angela, in case the ladies want to be a part? Do you take in the men that want to be a woman? I mean, what we do with them?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I never thought of that before. Maybe we'll talk about this over here.
We have some men that want to be a woman. Do you got anything for them yet, Miss Angela?
Well, you know what we got to do? We got to start a Mr. Pageant. That's it.
There we go.
I have Prince be the headline.
Whatever.
Since it's your idea.
I just asked Miss Angela because there's a lot of men that want to be women that want to model. I seen a couple of them the other day. If you go down to OBT, but anyway, Miss Angela, please give us your contact information, please.
Right.
Well, you know what? To be perfectly honest, when I lived in Jersey, we had actually started a male model competition, and believe it or not, we got more contestants there than we ever did on the women's side.
See that? Didn't I tell you?
I'm sure, but you went left. But I'm sure, there's all out.
There's a reason why I went left, because I already know. Because you know what? The people don't understand the gay market is a big market. They support. They come out and support, and they spend money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're talking about the women organization right now.
Okay, I'm
but
just saying.
Miss Angela, how can we find your work?
By me.
Yes, please give us the website, please.
Well, let's see. To find me, of course, social media. We are all over social media. People can find me on my personal page, Angela Basilico. They could also.
You can also find her on her social media pages as well.
Yes.
She's tagged everywhere, and her webpage is on our page. And what else, Miss Angela, do you have in store for us?
That's right. So, you can always find us. And, of course, I always tag Mimi and Peace on the Street. So if you can't find me on my end, you're definitely going to find me on Mimi's end.
That's right, guys. Again,
yes.
Miss Angela, CEO of Miss International World.
Yes.
Give it up. Thank you for being with Peace on the Street.
Thanks, Miss Angela. All right, y'all.
A big shout out to Chloe and also Lisa, and as well as Daisa. We got Miss Brazil, Miss India, and also Chloe. Chloe, she's amazing. Right now, she's one of the contestants or candidate for Miss, I think, Woman of the Year for Tampa.
Okay.
So she's a contestant right now. Yes, and they've been reaching out to us and Miss Brazil. So we got to give them a big shout out. And we got to help with the nominees and help get the votes up for these ladies. So big shout out to them. So big moves.
Big moves, hey.
World.
And it's coming, you guys. We got something for you. The guys that want to be women, y'all contact Miss Angela. We're going to have a pageant for you.
All right,
thanks,
peace on the streets.
Peace on the street. Thanks, Miss Angela.
Thank you.
What's up, family? We got, it's time for the sit down, and we will be talking with Dreaming of Reality. What's up?
Hey,
What's up?
Alana.
How we doing today? Hey, man.
And it's your girl, DJ Alana, by the way. Sorry.
No worries. Big shout out to DJ Alana. She's one of our interns here from Folsom University.
Yo.
Yes. Great job, Alana.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, first and foremost, my name is Jamal Everlard, and I'm a filmmaker. And I want to thank the Peace on the Streets family for having me. And yeah, just give it a round of applause.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And you were at the sit down.
Oh, we at the sit down. So today we're covering a film I've been working on for about 4 years now. And basically the synopsis is a cop must choose between reputation or justice after being warned by a bone-chilling nightmare. And my goal, my vision for this movie is to bridge the gap between our community and police. And the topic of this discussion is how do we bridge that gap? So that's what I want to discuss right now.
First of all, very proud of you because you're behind the scenes, director and writer, and they typically never come out. So big shout out to you.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And yeah, this project has been near and dear to me. And you know, God gave me a vision to make this happen. Like I said, 4 years ago, and wrote a 127-page script. Wow. And got it, you know, published, copyrighted, and now it's time to, you know, get the ball rolling. Yes. So I really want to show this is just more. It's more than a film. You know, this is a way we can build each other up and make a difference. You know, through community. And I really want to bridge that gap between, you know, our Black and Latino community and law enforcement, because you know the stigma that's going on in today's society, and I really want to see what the root of that problem is.
So what is your mission? You are now it's a campaign.
Yeah.
And what does that mean in film?
So right now, basically to produce this project, you know, we need to fund the project. So we launched a crowdfunding project on Indiegogo. So if you guys want to check that out, you can type in "Dreaming of Reality Movie" feature film, and on Indiegogo it'll pop up. And it's a 60-day campaign, and I'm going around, touring around, getting the word out. And a lot of filmmakers don't do that. You know, they'll rely on the, you know, online crowdfunding platform at that. But I really want to go into communities, events. I plan on traveling to Tampa, Orlando, California, and attend events, a Q&A segments with officers to really get questions that you know we fear. We live in fear, and we shouldn't be living in fear. And just me as a young Black man, I really want to take that fear away, and really want to ask the questions that we need to ask to protect ourselves and not just be one-sided. So
very well done. And Q&A with officers, I have a couple I would love to bring on board.
Oh my goodness.
That are COE police officers.
Yes.
And they have dealt with this being an officer. They are no longer an officer.
Wow.
Because of what they went through.
Wow.
And discrimination. So that's pretty deep.
Okay. Yeah, like that right there is a demonstration of how we, you know, bridge that gap to really get the answers from the people who served. So
great.
Yeah, with that being said, I got my brother here, Sante Griffin, in the building, and I really want to just ask you first, have you ever experienced any, you know, confrontations with the police, or how do you feel when you get around police?
Not so in my recent memory, you know, I don't have any recent experience with police. You know, being Black in America, I do my best to stay away from them, just from, you know, how what's going on in the world right now. But, you know, whenever, you know, I see a police when I'm driving, or just it makes me feel, you know, I do get scared. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe it's because everything that's going on. Even though they can't see me inside my car, inside my windows, you know, there's just something that, you know, makes your heart start beating a little bit faster.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
But isn't that all of us? Don't we all get nervous when we get pulled over by an officer? Because I do, and I'm a female, and.
But he means like you get nervous.
So do I.
Yeah, just not.
He means more like you get nervous just looking at it. Like they might be in the corner, but your heart will still race. It's not when the cop pulls you over. The fear exists before they ever interact with you.
Interesting.
And a lot of times, I believe that what happens is that fear blocks our common sense, and it makes people act irrationally. And the cops tend to react to that with violence.
So you have to pretty much show you have no fear? That's pretty difficult if you are nervous.
Yeah,
It is. It is.
So a male has a harder chance to really fight that then, huh?
Everybody's different, you know. Everybody's different, and me personally, like, you know, I know officers, and I have a great relationship with some officers, but you know, at times I'll be driving, and even when I'm not speeding, my heart just be like boo, 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 and I just start getting anxiety coming from nowhere. I'm like,
even if they don't pull you over.
Yeah, even if
really, guys.
And it's like, why should we be feeling like this? And these are the people who are supposed to be protecting and serving us, you know, and and like that fear doesn't need to exist, and
Well, what happened is that a lot of this is being shown on social media. Is that the cops are pulling people over, and the young brothers, and they shooting them, hands in the air, you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times, so when we see them, we automatically tense up. But I learned I be nice. I'm so super nice. I'm the nicest Negro they ever met before in their life. I ain't lying. I'm super nice. Y'all didn't even know I could be this nice. But anyway, because you know what? I tell my son, you just trying to go home. A lot of times, sometimes they have ego trips. And then when they see the ego trips, the disrespect, because respect goes a long way.
That's right.
Yes.
Give them their respect. That's a lot of times they just want their little respect.
It's the power trip
It's
that
a
you have to
power
worry.
trip.
But there are bad apples in every bunch.
Yeah.
So, of course, there's going to be some in the law enforcement. I do believe there's more good than there is
It
bad.
is. And you know, the thing is, bad apples, one bad apple mess up the whole group.
And it goes
And
by
it's true.
fast.
I got a lot of friends that police officers, and we need them. We need police officers.
we do.
But a lot of times people don't understand it. It's important that we have. Look how these jokers is acting with police. Just imagine, man, we didn't have police officers. And people, I got to tell you this. If you go get a 75-inch TV, please don't put your box in front of your house. Really?
Absolutely.
People take that box and put it in front of their house. You know what some people saying? Oh, shoot, I've been waiting
got
to
a
get
new
me a
TV.
Yeah. Come on,
Yes.
what they got in there.
I tear my box up, I break it down, put it in my truck. If I'm doing that, and take it to the dumpster, man. Because you got inner thieves that's sitting there watching you succeed, and guess what? They coming in to steal. So, you know, but hey, 2 thumbs up to the police officer. I'm going to be leaving here about 11:30. And if y'all want to follow brother to Kelowna, I appreciate it, man. Because it's real out here. People are following you and robbing you. You know what I'm saying?
So
But
what can you do to make yourself calm down, to show that you're not so scared? Like what do you
and
do?
it really goes back with just respect. Like, you know, you really gotta just respect yourself and respect, you know, the officer. I want to bring back to a story. Back in high school, I was speeding, and I got pulled over, and you know, I was scared, but I was in the wrong because I was speeding. Then when the officer came up to me, you know, he radioed in my name, and our school resource officer, you know, I have respect for him, and when he heard my name, he's like, "Oh, Jamal? No, that's a good kid. Let him go." So right there, you know, that just showed me like the temperature. Like,
I know what you're getting at.
You really gotta respect. You know, when you respect goes a long way. We hear it all the time. Respect goes a long way. So right then and there, that was a true demonstration of like how I respected that officer, and he gave me the same respect back.
Your character. Your
exactly.
character is your fate. So how you are, you can fake the funk for a while, but it's who you are. And if you show that with others, you will be, it comes back. It will be blessed back. Can you give us something in the scripture type of that nature, of being more of either relax or know how to present yourself right with others, you know, or some form of, you know, how to calm yourself down when it comes to anxiety or anything like that nature.
So the Bible says that he who keeps his mind on me stays in perfect peace, right? So, you know, just an example of when I've been pulled over by cops before, you know, myself and riding with other people, and you know, first of all, I know I'm not doing anything wrong, or maybe if they stop me, there's a reason why. So I always take a lowly or a humble standpoint, you know, and so when an officer approaches my vehicle, you know, I always say, hey, whatever you need, let's do that, right? So I always crack a joke with my pastor. I said, hey, if the officer asked me to get out and do a handstand, I'm doing a handstand. You know, just because one thing I want to touch on here is we have to. You see, the problem is here where we have this tension between officers and our young black men and young Latino men is both sides don't want to give, right? So you have this these young black men that, or not just black men, but these young men in general who have this attitude, this pride. That,
Man,
he pulled me.
Can I intercept real quick though?
Yeah,
Because having an attitude isn't illegal.
It's not.
You can have as much of an attitude as you want with
Yeah.
an officer.
Yeah.
The real problem arises once he uses that attitude as illegality. Because one of the most common ways of getting arrested is resisting arrest.
Yep.
Resisting arrest is not a crime, right? But they're trying to arrest you for nothing, but then resisting arrest gets
Then
you
they
arrested.
exactly.
It's
then they
called
want to move into violence.
resisting arrest with
being
no
rude is
violence.
illegal. That's all I'm
That's a
saying.
new law.
But don't you think it's a foolish move to act aggressive or be disrespectful in the first place? Or do you think you're setting yourself up for failure?
Again, being foolish isn't a crime.
I
You're
know,
supposed
but
to be punished based on crimes.
you do set
If they
yourself up
can't-
for failure, though.
But regardless, yeah. But regardless, if you don't commit a crime, you have no reason to get arrested. That's nonsense.
Right.
But the thing is that the new thing they're using is resisting arrest with no violence. That means I can lock you up with anything because guess what? You're not resisting arrest.
Yeah.
Right? That means resisting arrest means I'm fighting it. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to lock me up, I'm fighting it. Now they have the opportunity to say, hey, I'm going to lock you up. You're resisting arrest with no. What kind of foolishness
But
is
how do you
that?
resist to arrest without violence? Aren't you saying,
Cussing, you're the low down dirty, your mom ain't no good, your
aren't you
dad.
saying no?
I hope you're.
But resisting is resisting, or just saying no anyway?
Right.
It's a tool that they can use to lock you up. Saying resisting arrest with no, and I had to
Never
look
heard
at
of
that
that.
one.
That's something to
It's
me.
stupid. But hey, that's just like what happened with OJ. Remember, he got locked up on the second law. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that hey, because the law does what it want to do when it want to do. You know what? I can lock you up and say, guess what? Tell it to the judge. Tell it to the judge.
Right. And so you know what you're saying here, you know, I get what he's saying, you know, and it makes sense. But we also have to look at it from, guess what? The government doesn't care, right? They're going to back their officer, whether he's right or wrong. So what I'm going to do is take a standpoint that says, look, I'm smart enough to know that when you pull me over and they go to run the tape back, they're going to see what they want to see, right? They're going to hear what they want to hear. So let me set myself and establish myself in a place to not give you no room,
There you go.
right? See, the Bible tells us not to give the enemy a foothold, right? So what I'm going to do when an officer approaches my vehicle, hey, I'm going to be as cool and as calm as possible because guess what? Sir, would you step out of the vehicle? One thing, listen, we have to not be picking sides and choosing. We have to look at it for what it is, right? Let's look at an officer for a standpoint. This man's life is on the line 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in and out of the uniform,
Yes.
right?
Exactly.
Because there's people who recognize your face, right? And we got people in this world that don't care. So as an officer who has to go home to a family, just like the driver or the suspect, we have to say, okay, this officer has to go home as well. So let me do everything in my power
That's it.
to make him feel comfortable
That's it.
so that he doesn't want to act out or lash out, right?
Only makes sense.
Now listen, there are some that are not going to abide by that, right? They're going to ask you to do things that we don't want to do. You already know you didn't have it on you. You didn't do it. You didn't go there. Guess what? The officer asks you to do something, do it. Because disobedience opens a door, right?
Absolutely.
So if an officer tells me to step out of the vehicle and put my hands up and I don't and he shoots me, guess what? To the government, see, I know I didn't do nothing. On the camera, you see I didn't do anything, right? But they know how to angle it. They know how to mask it and make it look like it, you know, what they're portraying it is.
Right.
So I'm going to take a standpoint that says, look, the officer asked me to step out of the vehicle. I'm going to step out of the vehicle. He asked me to put my hands on the car. I'm going to put my hands on the car, right? I'm going to live to tell my story. See, because my voice is one thing when it comes from me. It's different when you just showing my picture and somebody else is talking for me. But if I can live to talk about this injustice, it's different because my voice don't sound like yours, right? So it's different when I can speak and give you my version of the story, right?
Right.
As opposed to you seeing 30 or 40 seconds of it and there's nobody to tell the tale.
Right.
Right?
Because you're no longer here.
I'm not here no more.
Well,
So-
Neo, you saying that you're gonna be kind of difficult. I see Neo gonna be a problem. We're gonna have to put. He's gonna be a problem, man.
See,
Because this is what I don't like, right? I was born in Cuba, right? And I was raised in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
And the
Never
thing
knew
that I
that.
detest the most is government abusing their power.
Absolutely.
And that's why I love America, because people have power here. Like, real people have real power.
Wow.
But we're just allowing ourselves to kind of like block the bigger issue. And I get what you're saying, you want to live for it, right? But what you're really doing is bending to your oppressor. That's really what's happened. Like, you have to show respect, but get respect. If you're not getting respected, you don't know respect back.
It does feel it does feel horrible. You are.
But you really want to just go home tonight, don't you? You know.
But I talk about this all the time. Is increasing the pay for police officers. Give them more money.
For sure.
More and better training.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that is
absolutely
gonna better
right.
the
Yeah.
entire team.
Take care of
That's what
them
I
better.
believe above
More
all.
better training. More and better training. That's what needs to be done right now.
Yeah.
More and better training.
Absolutely.
With different
And higher pay for the police officers.
higher, absolutely. And plus, some individuals are autistic or have ADHD, and they can't identify that. So that they need better training right now.
Yeah, and I
Better
think
training.
you need to be able to do something. Cause guess what the police officers at right now? A lot of them that ain't working. We in the shooting range. Bam, bam, bam. Guess what they shooting? Hard shots and up.
Yeah.
Hard shots and
Wasn't
up.
it back in the day when they were in training? They had to shoot us in the legs or disable us, but not kill us.
Yeah. I heard about that before.
But you
I've
know
heard
what?
something along those lines.
Right now, it's a shortage. There's a shortage of police officers.
I think there's
And
a
then
shortage of police and
a
more
lot of
guns
them like me
around.
can't run no more.
And that's
all we can do
NRA.
is shoot.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? From the boot, we ain't scared to shoot. Well, I got caught up in Louisiana.
I get
I'm
that.
finna do
So
some-
Jamal, within your film, what are you trying to release out there? What is exactly?
Mimi, we got to get a song.
Okay,
in.
'cause I gotta hear
got
Jamal.
some. Yeah, we got to get back with Jamal. I got a lot of people texting in saying they were just getting ready to start kissing
boo
and
thing,
everything.
I get it.
Yeah, some macho and all that kind of stuff. So hey, we're gonna come back, you guys, with Peace on the Streets radio show.
At the
I gotta
sit
get a couple of
down.
love songs.
Yeah.
And then, look at you. Look. Hey, Danielle, you all right? All right.
Thank you guys for
okay.
joining us at the sit down. More to come.
Right here on Peace on the Streets radio show with your boy Prince of the Sun.
And your girl Mimi with.
Welcome back to Peace on the Streets radio show, you guys. This is when we're doing our sit down right here on
We
Peace
got
on the Streets.
A great discussion, Jamal.
Yes, and back again. Hey, we want to make this happen. We want to make this project happen. So in order to make that happen, we have to raise the funds for it. So we're aiming to raise over $11,000 to create a short promo to pitch to industry professionals and investors. And our plan is, like I said, the short promo, short movie trailer, and we want to submit it to film festivals across the country and really grasp the attention that it needs. And, if you guys would like to support the project, like I said, Indiegogo, you can find the project, Dreaming of Reality, feature film. And, we come together as a community and we really can make this thing go. We really make a difference. So
who are you looking for exactly? Are you looking for actors and actresses?
Yes.
Writers? Explain.
So right now, today we actually had our soft casting call. We'd had online auditions. And so we're going to go review the submissions we have. And from there, we're going to do another casting call. And this is going to be a physical casting call. And by the way, this majority of this film is going to be filmed in Orlando. So people, the Orlando community, come out. Really tune into this. And if you guys want to be involved in this, you guys could email dreamingofrealitymovie@gmail.com. And we'll love to see some ways how you can get involved. And even if you guys want to sponsor us. Like I said, dreamingofrealitymovie@gmail.com. We want the community to get involved because this is a important topic, and even our officers, if you're willing to, volunteer time to have Q&A segments.
I would love to have that Q&A here.
Yes.
On air. I have a couple of officers, like I said, that dealt with discrimination within themselves on the force by sergeants, and they're no longer officers.
Wow.
They set them up.
Wow.
And they've come on my show and went through a trial and released that on my show with their lawyer.
Wow.
So they're not afraid to go against it, and they actually are Hispanic or Latinos, really.
And you know what? That it's crazy how you say that. Because throughout the storyline of this film, everything in this film is inspired by true events. Like everything you saw, everything you see on the media, it's in the script. It's in the script, but it's formulated into a structured storyline, and I'm really excited just to bring that to life. And the main officer, he goes through that. It's a sergeant. He goes through that. His chief wants him to do some stuff that he doesn't stand for, so he really has to make a choice.
Ooh, that sounds like the guy.
Between his reputation.
That was it.
Or he has to make a righteous choice. So, You know,
I'm gonna have you speak to them.
Man.
It's a really deep story that was put on. It was actually in the news, and the trial was pretty intense. But he went against the grind. That was his position. He's seen a drug dealer, and it was somebody within the force. He felt like he had to say something, and he did. And repercussions went on him hard. And so like that's why we really gotta. We gotta stick together. We gotta really support the officers that are really genuinely doing good. Make sure that even if they speak reckless to you, you do gotta bite your tongue at times. I don't care what Neil's saying. I'm a military brat, so I've been told when spoken to, be quiet, and I will be quiet. But I will stand high, and I will not bow down, and I will not look weak.
Yeah.
I'll look at you right in the eye, but I'm gonna be quiet because I do follow authority, and I think it makes you look a lot better when you can follow that. Plus, you get heard that way. And we're on radio, so we know our voice is very powerful. A voice is a powerful thing. Yes. And being on radio, you have so much more that you have to really watch what you're saying. So we want to make sure that what we say helps inspire and put out positive movement. Because, yes, you guys have to be quiet sometimes. Yes, you got to listen to authority. Because if we didn't, we wouldn't even be here, Prince. If we didn't listen to authority, we would not have this show right now on WOKB. So you have to. You gotta respect. You must. But don't. If they're gonna belittle you, sometimes you do gotta be quiet. Walk away with that. But don't be afraid to report it later. Don't be afraid to make a change. Because I have came back and made a change.
Know your rights.
Yeah, that's it.
I had to tell my brother.
Knowledge.
My brother, they stopped him, and he was way out of line. He didn't know it's right, and he was wrong. I was like, you never be strong when you wrong. You know what I'm saying? You can be strong, but when you're right, you know what I'm saying? I know my rights. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to, because what happened, these people deal with people all day, every day, somebody's issues. So they willing, they ready. Everybody want to shoot. They go to the jail, they go to the gun range every day, just like how dudes got guns on the streets. They go every day. And you got some have never pulled the trigger. So I'm going to the gun range. Check this out. I'm going to the gun range every day of my life. I'm shooting at the little black thing. Bam, 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 bam. Straight in the hearts, up to the body. Now a situation come. And they shoot. They shooting happy too. So hey, my thing is, by any means necessary, as long as you don't belittle yourself, go home tonight.
Have you ever had a negative Tay? Have you ever had a negative interaction with the officer?
Not negative. But I guess it was a little scary. I was 15 years old.
Oh, wow.
And my brother was driving. He was only 16. And we were leaving, I think, McDonald's or something. This was in high school. So we're just driving home. We get pulled over. I know he wasn't speeding. He didn't make any traffic violations. And then, so one officer comes on his side of the window. And the other one comes on my side. So you just the thought of that right there, it's a little scary. We're little kids. We're not grown adults at that time. We both have to give him our IDs, and then so he asked him to get out of the car, and then I'm just sitting in the car. I'm like, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be another one of these videos that ends up on social media. He's gonna end up on a T-shirt or something like that. So
that's what you guys feel. That's what you think at 15.
Yes, that's just reality of it.
Wow, 15 years old. Oh, but then you kind of like depending on them to protect you.
And that's what it is. Like our youth, like. I don't want our youth to be fearful of that.
No,
we have to.
I really want to
draw that line and end that right now. They shouldn't be,
And this is that film that's gonna help bring that out.
Bridge that gap.
Yes,
bridge that gap.
They shouldn't. Yes. They shouldn't. I didn't fear cops when I was growing up. I feared it more seeing social media, and I didn't know it was that serious. So that's what social media brought it out. But I've seen the men in my life go through a lot, and I've seen a lot of and I did see mostly black of my friends that went through a lot. Yeah. And so I get it. And that's what drives me insane. The fact is that you have fear of officers. Oh, my goodness. We're supposed to be really looking up to them.
Yeah. Protect and serve.
Yes, absolutely. So, Jamal, real quick, how can we find this clip in order to help with this project? Because I think this is going to be amazing.
Yes, thank you. All right. So, like I said, Indiegogo, Dreaming of Reality. Feature film. You guys could go on Indiegogo.com and type in Dreaming of Reality feature film. It'll pop up. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter. Instagram, Dreaming of Reality Movie, and Twitter, DOR_movie. Like, follow us, support. We need the community to make this happen, and I really, truly believe in this, and this will bridge the gap. between our law enforcement and our community. So let's make it happen.
I already know, Jamal. I think you're amazingly talented. So thank you for being with us. And we can't wait because we're sponsoring this film. So we can't wait.
Let's go. Shout out to Peace on the Streets, baby.
The message. Now, real quick, we're going to give our closing. So please say your thank yous and your goodbyes.
All right. My name is Amar. Thank you, Peace on the Streets, Mimi, Prince, my man Jamal here, and everybody else that was in attendance. Thank you for just having me. It was a blessing. Just to be able to share my thoughts and things like that. So thank you guys.
Yes, you're so wise. So proud of you.
Again, Jamal. And if you guys are artists like Tay right here, he actually auditioned for a role, and he makes music too. So
you auditioned and you're so shy.
Come on.
Good job.
And and one of the things too, like I like artists that makes music about this to make a difference. So if it's speaking about subjects like this, I'm really seeking that. So
open-minded to that as well.
Yes.
Got it. Tay, how can we find your work, by the way?
Oh, you can find me I'm on SoundCloud, but if you go to my Instagram, it's at Tay TAE_GFL. You can find me on there.
Got it. Thank you for being with us, Tay. We appreciate
Thank you guys
it
so much.
Absolutely. Peace on the streets, Tay. We love you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Now we're about to close it out, guys. Don't forget, the saddest thing is wasted talent. Don't waste the gift that God has given you. Go full force and don't let fear or intimidation stop you. Buenas noches, Orlando. Peace on the streets.
We'll be back next week from 9 to 11.
Let's get it.
Let's roll it up. Peace on the streets. We love you, WOKB. Thank you, Orlando. We appreciate you. God bless. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Peace on the Streets radio show with your host, Prince of the Sun.
And your girl, Mimi.
This is a heavy production.
Late night, feet up, ride round, still up, peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Street. Kicking it with Prince of the South and your girl Mimi. And they make it look way too easy. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. So you gotta tune in. Wednesday night, 9 to 11. Get with the movement. Promise you and I regret it. With no hesitation. Yeah, grab your guy, grab your lady. Just turn to the station. WOKB 1680 AM. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets.